David Okafor had always been a man of quiet dreams. At 28, he was ready to start a new life, leaving behind the comfort of Port Harcourt for the fast-paced energy of Lagos. He had just landed a job at a top tech company, and everything seemed perfect. But Lagos was not what he expected. The traffic, the endless noise, the overwhelming crowd, it was a lot. He buried himself in work, hoping to adjust, but something still felt missing. Then, on a rainy evening, everything changed. It happened at a small restaurant in Victoria Island. David was sitting by the window, sipping a cup of coffee, watching the raindrops race down the glass. He wasn't in a hurry. Work had drained him, and all he wanted was a quiet meal before heading home. That was when she walked in. Amara Obi. She was carrying multiple shopping bags, struggling to hold them while trying to place an order. Her deep brown skin glowed under the soft restaurant lights, and her curly hair bounced as she moved. She was stunning, effortlessly so. David wasn't the only one staring, but he was the only one who moved when one of her bags slipped from her fingers. Without thinking, he rushed over, catching it before it hit the floor. Their eyes met. Her eyes, warm, dark, and full of life, held his for a moment longer than necessary. "Thank you," she said, her voice soft yet strong. David swallowed, his heart racing for no reason. "You're welcome." He handed her the bag and she smiled. That smile. It was the kind that made time stop. The kind that stayed with you even when you closed your eyes. That was the beginning of everything. David had never been the type to believe in love at first sight. But Amara, she made him question everything. The night after they met, he found himself staring at his phone, debating whether to text her. Would it seem too desperate? Too soon? Before he could overthink, a message popped up. "Amara, hey, stranger. Hope you didn't hurt your back picking up my bag yesterday." David grinned. "David, I'm fine, but I'm expecting compensation for my heroism." Amara, "Oh really? What do you want?" David, "A cup of coffee. On you." Amara, "Deal. Tomorrow at 5. And just like that, their first date was set. The next evening, they met at a cozy cafe in Lekki. Amara was wearing a simple white dress, her hair pulled back into a ponytail. She looked effortlessly beautiful. David had planned to keep the conversation light, but with Amara, there were no filters. They talked about everything, their dreams, their fears, their childhood memories. "I want to build my own tech company one day," David confessed, stirring his coffee. Amara smiled. "And you will. You have that serious, determined look of a man who doesn't give up." He laughed. "Is that a good thing?" "It's an attractive thing," she said, looking directly into his eyes. David felt his pulse quicken. She was bold. She didn't play games. And he liked that. When it was time to leave, he walked her to her car. The air was cool, the sky painted with shades of purple and orange. "Today was nice," she said softly. "It was," David agreed. "Can we do this again?" Amara smiled. "I was hoping you'd ask." And just like that, the second date was set before the first had even ended. Days turned into weeks. Weeks into months. David and Amara became inseparable. They had lazy Sunday mornings at her apartment, watching Nollywood classics and arguing over which actor was better, Pete Ediki or Ramsey Noah. They had late-night drives across Lagos, with the city lights flickering past as they held hands in the car. They had deep conversations about life, dreams, and love, conversations that made David feel like he had known her forever. One evening, they sat on the beach, watching the waves kiss the shore. The wind played with Amara's curls, and David